Good morning, YouTube. We are currently on day 31. I'm pretty sure there's been like a day or two where I didn't upload a video, but for the most part it's been a whole month straight, which is quite impressive for me, because normally, like all human behavior, after the first couple weeks you start to trickle away, and then by a month you're no longer doing what you set out to do. This is why, even though yesterday I trained legs, but there was a big group doing the hip thrust machine, like 5 of them. So I wasn't able to jump on it when I was supposed to. So I decided, I'll hang around, wait a minute. Then it was like, all right, I'm gonna do some deadlifts. So I decided that deadlifting was the best option. So I did like 3 or 4 sets of deadlifts, and this is the reason why I think a lot of people don't do deadlifts, is because the amount of like energy expenditure that you use doing deadlifts. But me, I'm superhuman, that shit won't affect me. And I did like 4 sets, and then I realized so I did 4 sets of deadlifts. I hit 295 for 2 reps. I mean, I probably could have did more, and I was actually planning on doing more, but the hip thrust machine opened up, so boom, we jumped over to there. And then after that I did leg extensions, and then I was fucking wiped. So I called it a training session and said that was it. So I didn't do leg press, but I mean, I still uploaded the video, even though it wasn't exactly as planned. But sometimes I just have to get the video out there, whether it's perfect or not. I mean, I think that in a year from now I'll probably be up to like 2 views per video, and I'll be able to record my whole contest prep, because that's really the goal, is that when I make the decision to pick a show, I want to document the whole thing from start to finish. And because I'll be 40, let's think, so in the summertime I'll be 46. So by the time I compete again, I'll be 47. I mean, I'm like this close to 50 years old, and I'm still like looking forward to competing as a bodybuilder. You know what I mean? So that's a fucking blessing. Seriously. Like, I'm still privileged enough to do this and love this and like want to pursue it and get better at it, and that's a fucking blessing. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm better than or anything like that. Like, I don't compare myself to anybody. I don't post shit to make other people feel like I'm better than them, because I know from firsthand experience what it's like to be in the gym, not be in the gym, and be back in the gym. You know what I mean? Like, like for example, when we first bought our house, I did so much work in that house that I stopped going to the gym for probably, I don't know exactly how long, but it was probably like 6 months. And I was going to work all day, and I had no diet, no meal plan at all. I was just eating when I was hungry, and I would come home from work at like 5, go to the house, order like a fucking steak and cheese sub, and then work at the house till like 9, and then go back to where we were living at the time, the other house, you know. So I definitely gained plenty of weight. I gained plenty of body fat. And you know, you get to a point where you're like, man, this shit is gonna take forever to come off, if it even comes off again. But it can, and it will. And I mean, that was 7 years ago when we bought the house, and I competed last year. So, you know, it's like the journey of whether it's just weight loss or it's like competing or whatever, for anybody, it can be done. You know, like, I mean, I cannot guarantee that, like, if you're extremely overweight and you lose a bunch of weight, that you won't have loose skin, or, you know, that your body's gonna look perfect. But we can all get to a place where we want to be, where we feel better about ourselves, and like being healthy and eating correctly and exercising properly. Like, those things are all achievable for everybody, you know. And I'm no different than fucking somebody who's 400 pounds or somebody who's 100 pounds trying to gain weight. We're all in the same boat. Like, people can look at me and be like, oh yeah, but you always been lean. Like, okay, like, to other people I've always been lean, but to myself there's been plenty of times where I consider myself fat. And for me, it's only about me. So if I feel like I'm fat, it doesn't matter what other people think. You know what I mean? So how you feel about yourself is what matters. So everyone can say how, you know, I always have muscle and I've always been lean, but if I feel like shit, it doesn't matter what those people are saying. So, like, you know, it's a truly a blessing to be able to, you know, train the way I train and eat the way I eat and continue to push myself at this age. You know what I mean? And, you know, I can't say for sure, but like, I hope that somebody around my age or whatever is like watching my videos and thinking to themselves that they can also change their lifestyle completely. You know what I mean? Because it can be done, and anybody can do it. It just takes discipline and that mindset where it doesn't fucking matter how you feel. Your feelings can change from the minute you wake up telling yourself that you're not going to go to the gym, and then you get to the gym and you feel incredible, and then you leave the gym, you feel even better. Like, the feelings, they come and they go, and the most important thing is getting in the gym, and no matter what, doing your best at eating the food that you need to eat to reach your goals. That's really the bottom line. The discipline is absolutely fucking everything. Everything else will come and go. You'll gain weight, you'll lose weight, you'll build muscle, you'll lose muscle, but the discipline is what counts. And the people that go to the gym consistently and eat correctly consistently understand that discipline is the goal. So stop building discipline.
Ruler, 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 ruler.